There is nothing like competing for in sport, and after competing, you cannot just showcase your talent. Well, the good thing is that Nigerian Nationwide League One will be starting today, and all the footballers will be happy that yes, finally, after they've been training week in, week out, they are starting. 150 clubs across Nigeria will be showcasing their football artistry when it comes to Nationwide League One, the top tier of Nigerian football. It will be showcased over there in Lagos, starting from Lagos, Smart City. Those are the teams that will be playing. Well, Vice Chairman of Nigerian Football Federation, the first executive vice chairman, talking about Barrister Sheyi Akiwumi, will be heralding that game there. Well, NLO TV will also be showing it to let you know that that will be on internet. Good one. We've been looking at the NLO stories coming straight that it will be kicking off today. Welcome you properly on the show. 360 Sport on Trust TV. I am Adeni Ajishafe. Joining me in the studio, I have my, let me call them my suspects in the world of football. Talking about Abdullahi Kabiru. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
And also Adekunle Samuel. Welcome on the show.
Nice to be here.
Now let's start looking at the first story that I just read there. We are talking about the NLO, Nationwide League One. That's about the biggest league in Nigeria because 150 teams in different states in Nigeria will be participating. Oyo, Ogun, Katsina, Kaduna, anywhere you go, you have them there. They'll be playing, and from grassroots level, you see a lot of stars, talents. They'll be discovered in this competition. Now it has started. It will be starting today over there in Lagos. As we speak right now, the match is ongoing, and to let you know that NLO TV is on to allow you to watch these games that will be coming up in the NLO. Well, the good thing is that finally, Nationwide League One have started. Samuel, we look at the fact that, yes, you have NPFL, you have NNL, first and second tier. This is the third tier now, where a lot of talent untapped abides.
Yeah, I think it's really a good news for the NLO. That is Nationwide League kicking off today, actually. Because after so many delays, so many months, going through the news, I think like 2 months ago, they were like, okay, this is the time, they fixed the date that the league is going to start. But so unfortunately, it was postponed again. So the league starting today, and there is a league whereby so many talents will be discovered all over the nation, different states, Lagos, Katsina, like you have said, all the states entirely in Nigeria. And this is also how we get to know good players and teams that will also make it to the League One. That is the second division of the Nigeria League also. So I believe that it's something nice, something wonderful for the Nationwide League starting today.
Good one there. At least let the game begin. Talking about the Nationwide League One. A lot of talents abide in that league. Now, let's leave the NLO aside. Let's talk about the women. Nigerian Women Football League will also be playing match day 11 in the midweek across different stadia in Nigeria. 6 matches expected from different locations, Group A and B. Let's quickly look at those fixtures that will be coming up also as we speak right now. Oshun Babes are hosting Nasarawa Amazon over there in Oshogbo. Edo Queens versus Confluence Queens of Lokoja. Nigeria Tales of Abuja, they travel away to Adamawa Queens, northern match there. Well, it's going to be a big one. Nigeria Tales of Abuja away to Adamawa Queens. And we move to the next group where you have the likes of Bayelsa United. They will be Bayelsa Queens, I beg your pardon, they'll be playing at home against FC Robo Queens of Lagos. Delta Queens of Asaba travels to Akure to play against Sunshine Queens, while Rivers Angels are hosting Royal Queens of Warri, mostly from the southern part. These are Southern Wars coming up this evening. Rivers Angel Royal Queens, that's Port Harcourt hosting Warri. Then Bayelsa Queens be hosting FC Robo Queens of Lagos, and Sunshine of Akure host Delta Queens. Well, as it is right now, those are the clubs that will be playing 6 matches, Group A and B, in the match day 11 of the NWFL. The ladies know how to play football. If you watch them, so scintillating performance coming from those ladies. You just have to appreciate what they are doing. Well, for the big one that is coming up also today in the English Premier League, let's look at a match that will be coming up, or rather 2 matches that will be coming up. Brighton Hove Albion will be hosting Tottenham Hotspur at the American Express Stadium. Arsenal against Liverpool. Big one. That's the biggest one. A lot of people want to see what's going to happen between Arsenal and Liverpool. But let me throw it to the gentleman in the studio. Brighton Hove Albion versus Tottenham Hotspur. Kabiru.
Brighton versus Tottenham. Obviously, Tottenham looking to recover from that defeat to Man United at the weekend. Obviously, Ronaldo scored a hat-trick. I don't know, they haven't really been consistent since Conte took over. They've been losing, they win. It looks like they're back. Kane would score 2, 3, Son. So they're not really consistent. So they need to get their act together. The season is getting to a close. They need to close down that gap to the top 4. Arsenal have a bit of a gap ahead of them, but if they can gather some matches, Arsenal are playing also tonight, so you never know, they can close that gap. So this is a must-win match for Tottenham, I believe. Yeah.
And you believe they can do it?
Yeah, I think they can
Brighton?
do it. Brighton is a decent team, but I think Tottenham should have too much for them. They have to respond from that defeat to Man United at the weekend.
Okay, how do you see, let me take you on Arsenal, Liverpool, then we interswitch. Arsenal, Liverpool.
Arsenal against Liverpool, I think that is the biggest match of the day, actually. The destiny of Arsenal to making top 4 is now in their hand. Playing against Liverpool tonight, I think it's going to be a very difficult game for them. That is just the truth. We can see that this season, actually, Arsenal has not been able to get the desired result against the bigger boys this season. They were being defeated by Chelsea. Even when Manchester United was not playing well, they still lost to Manchester United. First leg against Liverpool also, they ended up on the losing side. Man City, Manchester City, both home and away, Arsenal were being defeated. So I think in today's game, I doubt, a big doubt, the highest result I see Arsenal getting in this game, which should be a draw. Because even Liverpool will be roaring like a lion tonight, knowing fully that it's just a point between them and Manchester City. And to the game against Brighton, I don't see Brighton winning that game, because although Tottenham has not been consistent actually this season, it has always been win 1, lose 1, win 1, lose 1. But Antonio Conte will surely want to get a result tonight. If not, even his own jaw is likely to be on the line in the course of the summer.
What if Brighton decided to turn it around and win?
Upset.
Yeah, that is
an upset.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. In a game of football, in short, you cannot predict. A smaller team can come over and defeat a bigger team. That is why in a game of football, let's say it is not over until it is over. Brighton, we saw what they play against Chelsea. I think the match ended 1-1 when Danny Welbeck came in the second half and also grabbed a goal in that same encounter. If they can get the desired result against a team like Chelsea, then who is Tottenham Hotspur? They can also do it against Tottenham Hotspur. But Tottenham, we have to play hard. We have to play very well tonight in order for them to get a result. Because even in the course of the weekend, Liverpool against Brighton was really a tough match. It wasn't an easy match for Liverpool. And if Liverpool should be in such a form, I'm still finding it so hard to score against Brighton, then Tottenham will need to work hard playing against Brighton.
Well, yeah, going back to Arsenal versus Liverpool, I think Liverpool maybe they're slight favourites for that match. But Arsenal are in good form. Like, they've really exceeded, they've really turned things around under Arteta. Like, beginning of the season, if you said Arsenal will be in the position they are, most people wouldn't believe you. Like, the young players, they've really stepped up. Bukayo Saka, obviously from a Nigerian background, even though he plays for England, he's been outstanding this season. Obviously, the other youngsters, Martinelli, Odegaard, Smith Rowe. So Arsenal, they're really doing well this season. And both teams, they have a lot to play for this season. Arsenal, for different reasons, they're chasing top 4. Liverpool, they want to close that gap to Man City.
In fact, they want to upstate them. Because it's just
one
point.
Sorry, they want to upstate, because City drew at the weekend, so they want to upstate them. And I actually think Liverpool might do it. City are not clinical. Like, if you look at the players that Liverpool have on their attack compared to City's attack, it's a mismatch. Salah, Jota, they score goals, and Liverpool.
Diaz.
Exactly. City, honestly, they might regret not signing a striker and getting Grealish instead, because Grealish, with disrespect, he hasn't done much since they brought him in. So I think Liverpool, they have momentum on their side. They might win this match.
They might win this game against Arsenal. That's how you are seeing it, both of you.
Slight favourites. If Arsenal are in good form, but slight.
Well, I look at Arsenal, but at least the Gunners, they have the gun. Let them show that they can win. They can go down Liverpool. That's the game. A lot of people are looking at what's going to happen between the Arsenal and Liverpool. We've been looking at the fixtures for today in the English Premier League that will be coming up. But the main thing right now is that Liverpool wants to upstage Manchester City, because just a point separating the two teams, and if they are able to win, that is if they are able to win, they will be cutting it and also adding extra 2. So it's going to be a big 2-horse race, in fact, maybe. And if Arsenal wins, What if Arsenal wins and also close the gap?
No, if Arsenal can win this match, I think they should be favourites for top 4. Honestly, if
Seriously?
they can manage to win this match, because United are not consistent. Tottenham, exactly. West Ham, they're just there. So I think Arsenal, if they can win this match with the games in hand, they should be favourites for that top 4 qualification. Yeah.
But I believe that let them win this first, because the remaining 2 match that Arsenal will be having, I think it should be against Chelsea.
Yeah.
They have one against Chelsea. I
have
think
big
against
games
Manchester United
yeah.
also. So these are really tough match. It's going to be a tough match for Arsenal. But let's see if they will be able to get a good result against Liverpool this night.
Well, hopefully, let's see what happens between these two matches coming up. Brighton versus Tottenham Hotspur and Arsenal hosting Liverpool. Well, let's see who carries the day there. Well, big match there coming up in the English Premier League. Earlier on, we took you around the world of women football, where matches will be coming up, 6 matches. Well, to let you know that the ladies are ready to go. And as we speak right now, the matches are ongoing in different states there in Nigeria. Talking about NWFL match, day 11. Nasarawa Amazon to Oshun Babes in Oshogbo, and other teams are also playing. Nigeria from Abuja, they are away to Adamawa Queens, and they are also playing. Now we move straight to talk about another one coming up, German Bundesliga. A match will be coming up there. And quickly, let's look at the German Bundesliga, where Borussia Dortmund, they move away from their home. They are next. Talking about Signal Iduna Park. They go out to play in Mainz 05. Mainz 05 will be hosting them. Can they beat Mainz 05 away? This is a question that the players need to answer with their legs, their feet to speak. Let's look at it from the gentleman's side.
Yeah. I think Dortmund, they need to win this match. I think Bayern dropped points at the weekend, so they need to win this match to close the gap a bit. They have a match against Bayern coming up in a few weeks, so they need really, this is a must-win match for them if they want to close the gap. Honestly, it's good for the Bundesliga if they can close the gap, maybe even beat Bayern in the match coming up, so at least there should be competition. But I think Bayern have won the last 8 or last 9, so it's a bit of a one-sided league, monopolized it. So I think Dortmund should win this match. Haaland is back, that's good news for them, and they don't have any distraction. They're out of the Champions League, so they should focus on the league, and hopefully they can outstage Bayern. I'm rooting for them, honestly. I'm tired of Bayern monopolizing that league every single season.
It's not the fault of Bayern. It's the fault of the clubs.
It's boring because they pick the best players from all the other German teams now.
So. Just look at it this way. Bayern Munich, they spend money. And you look at German league that, in fact, for me, one of the most formidable league. Why? The issue of debts and all that is not too common in German league compared to La Liga, England, and so they always want to make sure they balance their books. Now, other teams, all they need to get investors. Investors, if they come with money, they will have enough money to also root for performance and also win a lot of laurels for themselves. Bundesliga, DFB Poker, talk about any competition. They can make it very interesting. Okay, look at what is happening in England. Why? It's because investors came to join Everton, to join Newcastle, Chelsea, Man U, Man City, Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal. You can mention those 7 clubs, and others are even still coming. Now, the same in La Liga now. Okay, when you think of Real Madrid, you think of Barcelona, you think of Villarreal, Valencia, and then Atletico Madrid and others. Now, the same thing can happen in German Bundesliga. All they need to do is get investors that will, okay, we are buying Werder Bremen. Oh, no, we are not going for Werder Bremen, we are going for Schalke 04, we are going for Bayern Leverkusen, we're going to spend money, let's buy players that equal the task that they can challenge Bayern. And before you know it, it will become a 2-horse race, 3-horse race, 4-horse race.
I think they're not really, the culture in Germany, I think they're not really as open to foreign investors.
Exactly, it's only within.
Yeah, within. You see, even Bayern, like most of the owners there, they were ex-players.
They're from Germany.
I think that was part of the reason Pep Guardiola had issues at Bayern a bit, because they weren't like as open to him coming and changing their philosophy.
It's not common you see. You see them open their doors to investors from outside.
Exactly. They have their own way of doing things historically. Bayern, historically, they are the top. Dortmund, historically, they're a feeder team. You can call them. They produce young players and sell them off. So I don't see that happening, maybe. But you never know. Maybe if they get tired,
things can change. I still remember that some years back, it has always been Arsenal, Man U, You mentioned Liverpool and
yeah.
But when Chelsea got the money, then the salary sheet. Then now we have Newcastle, we have Everton, we have Man City too. They came, they spend the money, and it's history. Good one there. It can still happen in Germany, maybe 2 or 3 years. Who knows? Maybe one investor or Kabiru or myself go and buy some club there at least. Yeah. Okay, now let's go to the big one for tonight. UEFA Champions League will be on, and let's quickly look at the games that will be coming up between Juventus and Villarreal over there at Turin. The city of Turin will be hosting Villarreal. Chelsea travel to play against Lille over there in France. Well, that match. Let's take it one by one. Juventus, Villarreal, Turin, Samuel.
Juventus, Villarreal. It's going to be a tough game. Because right now, even Juventus are not in the best form of their life. The Juventus we need to know some seasons ago, like 2, 3 seasons ago, Juventus are used to compete for heavy trophy, even back there in Italy and in Europe. Right now, Juve are struggling for top 4. They win a game today, they lost the following game. That is where Juventus are currently playing in the Italian Serie A over there. So right now, playing against Villarreal. Villarreal, although in the game of football, actually, Villarreal, I don't see them as a match for Juventus. Juventus remain a more bigger team than Villarreal, but that doesn't count most times when we are talking about football. A smaller team can shock a big team. And Villarreal, since they won the Europa League last season, their performance has always been improving. Following them in the Spanish La Liga, even our homeboy, Samuel Chukwueze, a first 11 team player, and we know what he can do. He can do a damage to any team on a very good day. So tonight against Juventus, I think it's going to be a different football also. Juventus will need to play very hard. They will need to be on their toe against Villarreal. The first match ended in a draw. They drew the first match, and right now it's still an open game. You know, we're going by the rule of UEFA right now. There's nothing like away goals or this. If they play 0-0 tonight, they are going to extra time. So tonight, Juve will have to come out to play against Villarreal for them to get the result. If Ajax can lose to Benfica, then there's nothing new in football. Juve can also lose to Villarreal if they fail to do their homework very well tonight.
Now, who do you see as a joker for Juventus?
Alvaro Morata is there, and the young Italian is here. Vlahovic, the young Italian also is here. He's currently regarded as the best striker right now in Italy, even though when they are still having Ciro Immobile also there.
Okay, now let's switch to Kabiru now. Well, Juventus, Villarreal.
Yeah, I agree with what you said. I think that's a tough match. Like, it's hard to predict. Like, Juventus this season, they haven't really reached expectations. They're currently battling for top 4 in Serie A. Villarreal as well in La Liga, they're mid-table, like 6th, 7th, around that mid-table positions. So on the night, I think 1-1 in the first leg, no real team, they really dominate either team. So I think that would be a tough game. Villarreal, they have some good players actually. Yeremy Pino, very young Spanish guy. Chukwueze, he mentioned. There's another Danjuma, their striker. He was born in Nigeria, but he plays for Netherlands. So they have a very good team. So Juventus, if maybe Vlahovic, Dybala, some of their star players, if they don't turn up on the night, they might be shocked. They might be knocked out of the Champions League. So that will be an interesting match.
And now let's look at the fact that the second game also that will be coming up. We've looked at Juventus, Villarreal. Let's look at the second one. Chelsea traveled to France already. They're there. Well, courtesy of one of the players, Kai Havertz and all the rest. Yes, because of the issue they are facing. But now, Chelsea, Lille. Renato Sanchez. You think Chelsea thinks of so many players. But as it is right now, do you see Chelsea,
I think,
winning?
That's more straightforward, yeah. The first leg, they won it 2-0. I think Chelsea, with everything going on, they're still a top team. Like, the weekend, they won their match. So I feel like they should have too much for Lille. Even Lille in the French league, even though they're the defending champions, they won it last season, they're not having a good season this year. They're struggling for mid-table. So Chelsea should have too much. I think they need to, the players should be incentivized with everything going on off the pitch. Like you said, Kai Havertz, they should put all their energy on the pitch and deliver on the night and hopefully have a good season. I think Chelsea should have too much for Lille. It should be a straightforward victory, I think, yeah.
Yeah, so sure.
Yeah, I think so. I don't see Lille. Chelsea now, I don't see Lille beating. Because obviously Lille will come out to play. They're playing at home. They'll come out to play, and Chelsea will hit them on the counter-attack. They'll leave spaces behind. I feel Chelsea will have too much for them, yeah. It might be close, but no, they won't beat them like convincingly 4-0, but Chelsea should win that match, yeah.
From your side?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with what he has said. Chelsea, with such a players like Lukaku, Havertz, Timo Werner, we have the man they call engineer, which is being named Kante. That was the only man they said that 70% of the heads is covered by water, and the remaining 30% is covered by N'Golo Kante. And it's quietly true, because whenever he's on the field, you see the way he played. He played with all his mind, all his heart whenever he's on the field of play. Playing against Leeds tonight, I think Chelsea will be so difficult for Leeds to handle. We all see the first leg. The ball possession was what nobody expected. Chelsea having more than 70 ball possession than Lille on 30-something, because Chelsea played them all through their counter in the first leg at Stamford Bridge and winning the game by 2-0. Now going to France at the Lille Metropolis Stadium over there in France, I think Chelsea can still do it. They can still do it over there in France against Lille.
Now, if you look at the crisis around Chelsea, the player seems to be really determined not to let it disturb or deter them from achieving success. Do you think it will be possible that they will also go with this spirit that, yes, we can do this against League?
Yeah, I think that's an added incentive to push them to do well. Okay, regardless of everything going on politically, off the pitch, let's focus on this season. The league, they're unlikely to win the league this season, Chelsea. So they're out of the title race, so they can focus on the Champions League or FA Cup. They lost the League Cup to Liverpool, obviously, in the final, so they still need to win something this season. I think after the investments they made, like you said, Lukaku, he still hasn't turned up. Like £100 million player, you haven't scored enough goals. Kai Havertz is outshining him in that number 9. You see, saw his goal in the weekend, that first touch of my days. So they still have something to prove, Chelsea. I think they need to do something for their fans, to bring smiles to their fans' faces, man.
Okay, finally, before we go, what's going to be the goal margin that will be coming up between Chelsea and Leeds? You?
I think 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea?
Yeah. 3-0.
3-0 from Chelsea?
From Chelsea.
Okay, Juventus, Villarreal?
I'm seeing a draw game.
A draw?
0-0.
Somebody must win
0-0.
tonight.
2-1 Juventus.
0-0, but Juve will qualify.
Penalties or
extra time.
Okay.
So you are seeing 1-0.
Yeah, but full time 90 minutes is 0-0.
Well, let's see if they are really octopus who can predict so well. Let's see what's going to happen concerning those matches. We've taken you around the world of sport. We've talked about the Nationwide League 1 starting today, and also not forget the NWFL match day 11 that is also ongoing right now in 6 different stadia in Nigeria. Then the Champions League, big one there. Liverpool, Arsenal. Who qualifies? Who stays? Let's see what's going to happen concerning those teams in the English Premier League. Now, we just have to go out. Time is fast spent. Gentlemen, thank you for having you in the studio.
Thank you for...
I am Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.